So, I bet you guys weren't expecting this, huh? So, yeah. For the first time in a while, well, if you don't count my Halloween stream, then it's been quite a while since I've done a YouTube stream. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I certainly am. Especially with what we're going to be talking about tonight. And I know it's a little bit earlier than I usually stream at night, because I usually stream at 9 at the earliest, but yeah. Anyway, so you're probably wondering, what are you doing? Well, what I'm doing is, talking about the Game Awards, of course. Yeah. The Game Awards. So, what are the Game Awards? Well, I think it's better to just show you. Again, I'm sorry I haven't been able, or not, why am I saying that? I'm sorry I haven't streamed on YouTube very much lately. Like, again, the last stream I've ever done on YouTube was, my Halloween Hellraiser stream. And that was directly on PS5. But in this case, it's on PC again. So, a few hours ago, I made a post saying that I was planning on starting streams on YouTube, starting November 30th. Is what I would be saying if it wasn't for the fact that, surprise, I'm doing it now. And I'm not saying I'm moving over to YouTube. What I am going to say, though, is that I have no intentions of being monetized on YouTube or Twitch, so I'm not going to be streaming exclusively on either platform. There will be occasions where I'll stream on YouTube, as is the case with right now and the upcoming Game Awards. And there will be other times where I'll do streams on Twitch for whenever I'm just playing games and stuff. I just think it'd be kind of cool. So, what are we doing, huh? Well, first of all, look at this. This is cool. I really like that. Second of all, I forgot to turn off my PS5. And we're going to do this in a second. And, yeah, as it says there, 19 days. That's right, we are... Because right now it's the 19th of, December. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, let me go on my phone real quick and check on the stream. Just see how it's doing. Alright, audio is good. Video is good. Yeah. We're good. And I almost choked on my own spit. Yeah. Right. Stream health right now seems to be good, according to what I'm looking at on OBS. Yeah, as a reminder, I've moved back to OBS from Streamlabs. I'm not saying I hated Streamlabs as an application, because it was great. It's just the business practices of Streamlabs themselves, like the actual group. For one, as a reminder, it was recently stated, not, I don't know. It was recently stated by OBS themselves, the people behind the OBS project, that apparently Streamlabs didn't have permission to use the OBS name. And that led people who have used their platform for a long time to be a little confused. Like, what? Because a lot of people probably thought, oh, well, it's like an offshoot of OBS, so it's like an enhanced version. Like a spin-off that has like enhanced tools and stuff. However, that is not the case. It's based on the framework of OBS, because OBS means Open Broadcast Software, because it's open source. Anyway, I'm actually gonna turn off the webcam so that we could see the whole screen. But something else that's really cool, and I actually looked it up on the website. Yes, for real. I'd like to go to the About. Before we actually vote. But what's really cool, and I actually found out about this, there's the FAQ down here. What's really, really nice, and I really, really like this. Yes. You can co-stream this. In other words, you could do live coverages, you could do your reactions, you could do all that stuff, just like I'm doing. I will have my webcam, by the way. I'll probably have it positioned differently, and I'll have to flip it. But, yeah. So that's exciting. Second of all, so the actual show is that... I'm already messing up heavily on what I'm trying to say. The actual Game Awards show will start at 7 p.m. on December 9th. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting my stream an hour in advance. So that way, what will happen is that I'll get everything all set up, because, of course, as with every single weekday that I'm home, because next week on Wednesday I'm going to be leaving to go to my grandmother's, and I won't be back till 29th. Anyway, when I'm here at home, during the week I have to cook dinner. So, Monday I used to cook lasagnas, but then I started cooking chicken Alfredos, because we really like those. Tuesdays we cook chicken rice bakes. Wednesday I cook pizza. And by we I mean me. It's just, I don't know why I'm saying we. Oh, right, because I'm thinking of we have, like we eat it. But, Thursday, which is the day that the Game Awards is, I'll cook a chicken pot pie. Now, the good thing is, by the time the pot pie is done, like, ready to be taken out of the oven and then eaten subsequently after, by the time me and my pet ball and whoever else is going to be eating gets done, I'll still have plenty of time to get ready. And what I've been doing lately sometimes whenever I'm cooking is that whenever I put the food in the oven, because they take, most of the time it takes over an hour unless I'm cooking a pizza, which typically takes between 14 to 20 something minutes depending on what kind of pizza. But during that time I'll take a shower on the days that I plan on taking a shower, because I try my best to take showers every other day. So today I had one, tomorrow I won't, Sunday I will. I try to make it a pattern. I might occasionally forget, but whatever. Anyway, but what I'm trying to say is on Thursday, the 9th of December, I will be cooking food, but the good thing is by the time I get done eating and get done with the stuff I need to do on that day, I should still have plenty of time to get my stuff ready for the stream and all that stuff. And what's even better is you're probably wondering, what are we going to do? Sit around for a whole hour until the event actually starts? Well, not exactly. I mean, I am going to have a tab open on YouTube of me watching the actual stream. But leading up to that event, I'm going to have a separate tab open, and I'll be playing stuff like maybe a Roblox game, maybe some City Guesser, because I really like playing that game. Maybe looking around on Google Earth, because that's also fun. Actually, I was thinking about doing something special for that. Anyway, so let's read through the FAQ to get a better hint of what we can expect. It says it right here, but I'm going to get to that in a second. When is the Game Awards? The Game Awards will air live on Thursday, December 9th from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. Yeah, that's right. It's happening again. I don't know why I'm saying that. But yeah, so this is, as it says here, not a virtual event. Now, yeah, you can watch from home, but this year, as opposed to last year where it was pretty much remotely, and some people were there, what's really good is that this will be an in-person event. Like, it'll actually be at a theater, as it says here, Microsoft Theater. So that's really cool. How can I watch the show? The Game Awards will be available to stream for free across all major streaming platforms. I know it says services, but you know what I mean. Stay tuned for a list of all the places to watch live. YouTube is obviously going to be included. Can I co-stream the show? Yes, I can. Yes, we welcome and encourage co-streaming. I love this, because they did it for the summer. I love how Jeff Keighley is open to people, you know, doing their own live coverage of the thing, even if they aren't like a popular person, even if they just want to share online what they're watching. That is cool. I love that. What can I expect from the show? The Game Awards will once again celebrate video games with awards, world premieres, musical performances, and a few surprises. Now, from what I heard, and by heard I mean read on Twitter, as with everybody following this event, there's poised to be between 40 and 50 world premieres and whatnot, which is going to be huge. And on a somewhat unrelated note, there have been rumblings of a possible PlayStation event next month. My theory is that it's going to be on December the 16th. If so, I will definitely be doing live coverage of that as well. Probably not with a drink, because the last time I did live coverage of a PlayStation showcase, I had a spill. And no, I don't mean I pissed myself. I mean, I was opening a bottle of Martinelli. I think it was a sparkling blush or something, which it turned out to taste really good. But what happened was, and I didn't even shake the bottle at all, but I used my bottle opener, and instead of it just gently fizzing, it ended up just spewing. Not every bit of the drink, but it spewed off to the side and even dripped onto the carpet. So with quick thinking, I had to get a damp thing, like a damp towel or something, and put it on the floor where the stains were. Or not stains, but it was just where it had dripped to. And to my surprise, whenever I took off the towel after leaving it there for quite a few hours, what's really good is it didn't turn sticky or hard. The carpet wasn't damaged at all. That's good. However, what I'm going to be doing for this event is not a Martinelli. I'll get to what I'm going to be getting for the event shortly. But yeah, all you need to know is awards, world premieres, musical performances, and some surprises. Can I attend the Game Awards in person? The short answer is no, but if it's someone notable that they wish to invite, then it is an invite-only event, so as they say here, they do hope to invite some fans, so maybe some celebrities. celebrity, just internet people. Are you telling the winners in advance? A lot of people tend to think that the Game Awards are rigged because, oh, how dare this game get GOTY, even though this game should have gotten GOTY because of how good it was. No, that's not it. The winners are announced during the live show, so whenever they announce the winner, then it'll be revealed. It's not going to be one of those, oh, you're telling them in advance. No. And for the record, no, they are not rigged. It is all a voting-based system. And we will get to voting in a moment. Speaking of the awards process, how are nominees selected for the Game Awards? Nominees for most categories of the Game Awards are chosen by an international jury of... Oh shit, nice. Probably gonna be E or E10. I'm really excited for this Kirby game, and I'm probably gonna get it. As in, I definitely will, because I love games like it, where it's like a sort of open worldish exploration game. Anyway, international jury of over 100 global media and influencer outlets selected for their history of critical evaluation of video games. Specialized juries also convene for other categories including esports and accessibility. Each voting outlet completes a confidential, unranked ballot based on the collective and diverse opinion of its entire editorial staff, listing out its top 5 choices in every category. Ballots are tabulated, and the 5 games that appear on the most ballots are put forth as nominees. In the event of a tie, 6 or more nominees will be announced in the category. Game Awards producer Jeff Keighley is not a member of the jury and does not vote on the nominees or winners. Why do you use this jury to select the nominees? Given the sheer number of games released each year, as well as the extended time required to fully evaluate products, a voting outlet approach allows for the widest possible critical assessment. A ballot submitted to the Game Awards represents the collective opinion of an entire outlet. Who selects the winners? Yeah, so this is what a lot of people mean by the thing being rigged, which it's not. It's the voting jury and public fan voting. So that's why they allow voting, is to aid in that. Fans can vote for their favorite games on the Game Awards and also via social media platforms and select categories. In China, fans can vote on the winners via Bilibili. Well, at least they're allowing some freedom. Fan voting closes on Wednesday, December 8th at 6 p.m. PT, by the way. So, for me, it would be 8 p.m., but I'm going to be doing the voting now. Now. Why don't fans completely choose the winners? Yeah, here's the thing. Creating a 100% fan vote presents several challenges. First, given that some games are exclusive to one platform, a public vote puts single-platform games at an inherent disadvantage over multi-platform games. In addition, it is important that winners cannot be socially engineered in any way. We find that a blended vote is the most credible and authentic way to select winners. Are voting outlets given free or advanced copies of games for consideration? At the start of the awards season, game publishers and developers are provided with access to a list of outlets that will submit nomination ballots. While most of the voting outlets have access to games through the normal editorial process, publishers and developers are permitted to provide review copies or digital redemption codes. In order to ensure the credibility of the voting process, the Game Awards maintains a strict no campaigning policy. Publishers and developers are asked to avoid any communication that could be interpreted as campaigning for nomination. So basically, them subtly hinting at, hey, vote for this, vote for this. And Any violations of this policy are reviewed and may lead to the disqualification of a title or, in extreme cases, disqualification of an entire publisher's slate from awards eligibility in any given year. To meet our balloting deadlines, publishers or developers may provide advance or pre-release access to games for critical evaluation. What is the cutoff date for games to be eligible this year? Games eligible for the Game Awards this year must be available for public consumption on or before November 19th, 2021. So, basically, today is the cutoff date. Titles that are released after this date will be eligible for the Game Awards ceremony in 2022. Similarly, games that were released in December 2020 are first eligible for this year's awards. So, for those wondering why you might have seen Cyberpunk being nominated for Best RPG, there you go. How are Games as a Service titles being handled in the voting? Yeah, here you go. The Game Awards recognizes that many games are ongoing services that evolve over time with new content, features, and improvements. Games released in previous years are eligible in all award categories so long as the jury feels their inclusion is merited due to new content, improvements, or service updates. In addition, the Best Ongoing Game category specifically recognizes titles that continue to provide value to customers. So, an example would be Fortnite or something along those lines. Are early access games eligible for Game Awards? Yes, any game available for public consumption by the deadline is eligible for potential nomination. It is up to the jury to decide if a title warrants a nomination for creative or technical excellence in a given year. I'd like to submit my game for consideration in the future. What is the process? There is no formal submission process for the Game Awards. Qualified developers and publishers can contact the Game Awards to receive the list of voting outlets. We're almost in here. Is there an entry fee to submit a game? The Game Awards strongly believes that no game developer or publisher should have to pay to have a game considered for nomination. Thus, there are no entry forms or fees required. All games are automatically eligible for nomination. There is no submission process. Do show sponsors or advisory board members have an increased chance for winning or being nominated for an award? No, there is no connection. The voting on nominees and winners is handled by a jury that is wholly unaware of who is sponsoring or participating in other elements of the program. Finally, the last question. Are game companies made aware of the nominees or winners in advance of the public? No. Why do I keep messing up? Game developers and publishers, including the advisory board, find out the nominees and winners at the same time as the public. The Game Awards does not disclose winners in advance of the live ceremony. There are no exceptions to this rule. Finally, we have the nominees. Let's get to the voting. First off, Game of the Year. There's quite a few selections here. We got Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, which is a more recent title, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, which I actually was playing that today, and Resident Evil Village. Basically, we have a whole lot of heavy hitters. Now, personally, It Takes Two, I don't know if it has a good chance of winning, but I've been surprised before. But anyway, as for my vote, let's see. I haven't personally played Deathloop, but I've heard really good things about it. It Takes Two, I heard about it at first, but then it kind of dwindled. I still occasionally see stuff about it. Metroid Dread, people have been on and off about it quite a lot lately. Like, I'll see something about it, and then the next day I don't. And then the next day I see quite a few things about it. So this has a very strong chance of winning. Psychonauts 2, it has a fair chance of winning. It's a game that people have been really looking forward to. I'm going to be skipping this real quick. Resident Evil Village. Tall vampire ladies with big boobs. That's all you need to know. People will be eating that stuff up till the end of time. And then finally, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Otherwise known as, in many people's personal opinions, including my own, a strong representation of what's possible on the next-gen hardware that we got a year ago. Amazing visuals, amazing gameplay, amazing controls, a great story, and just overall an amazing game. And I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not trying to be, oh, well, I'm only voting for it because I like this and I happen to have this game. But I do think Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart has a very solid chance of winning Game of the Year. Am I saying it will? No, but I'm saying it has a pretty good chance. So, for Game of the Year, I am voting Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Next category. Best Art Direction. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Deathloop has a unique 1960s vibe, but still having a sci-fi look. It Takes Two looks very similar to that of a young child's room, with the two characters you play as looking like wooden dolls, at least from what I've seen. Returnal has a distinct horror-ish vibe with a sci-fi look, sort of like H.R. Geiger, sort of. Psychonauts, it carries on the series' art style, but makes it look fresh and new. And Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart it's basically what the series is best known for. It's grounded in its own reality. It's got a unique art style that doesn't seem to change all that much, but that's a good thing, because you don't want to deviate too much from the original art style that a game series is known for, and then people will be like, what the heck happened to this game? Oh, best game direction, not best game art style. I'm an idiot. Why did I think it was best art direction? Best game direction. Yeah, there it is. You know what? I'm gonna give this one to Deathloop. It's got a unique innovation in the game design where it's like you have 24 in-game hours to defeat 8 different characters, and it's sort of like a puzzle you have to figure out. And whenever you figure out that puzzle, you're able to kill them all at once and crack the loop. So, sorry Ratchet & Clank, I know... Okay. I will admit, though, the fact that this game uses rifts and stuff, like interdimensional travel and stuff like that, to bring the game to a whole new dimension. But actually, now that I think about it, I was gonna vote for Deathloop, but yeah, you can only vote once though. Next category, Best Narrative. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. Now Ratchet & Clank isn't on this, so I can't be biased. I'm not saying I need to be biased. But I'm gonna go with Deathloop, because it has a really good story. Best Art Direction. That's what I meant. That's what I got confused with. Let's see. Artful Escape. Yeah. It just looks like papercraft. Or not papercraft. Like, I don't know. Deathloop. Now, see, this is what I meant. Like, I thought the one that I saw earlier on the second one was art direction, but it was game direction. Because now it says for outstanding creative or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. And I'm going to go back to what I said about Deathloop before I realized what I was talking about and why it was actually the wrong place for it. Deathloop has a distinct 1960s look to it. So, like, the things look like they're from the 60s, but at the same time, it still has this distinct sci-fi feel to it. And I really like that, because it blends them together so well. And this is coming from someone who hasn't personally played Deathloop, but I've heard really good things about it. Can't Abridge of Spirits. What's really interesting is that Ember Lab, the people that made it, this is their first video game. Yeah, for real. Psychonauts, like I said before I realized that it was game direction I was about to, supposed to talk about. Like I said before, I really like how they livened up the art style and made it look a little bit better. And I'm not saying the original art style was bad. It's great. It's just, I like how they added new touches to the characters to make them look more lively, even though they already were lively. Ratchet & Clank, it carries on the series art style of, sci-fi, cartoony stuff, but still having that unique feel to it, that unique feeling of it's like an actual world, but not. Artful Escape. I know next to nothing about this, but I will say this. The game looks okay. Like, it looks alright. It's just, the art style doesn't really clash well with me. But I'm actually gonna give this to Deathloop, because although I do like Ratchet & Clank's art style, like the art direction for that, especially with the rifts and stuff, Deathloop takes it for me because of, again, the mash of the 1960s vibes that you get from many of the set pieces and the sci-fi feeling of the different abilities and all that other stuff. So this is going to Deathloop. Next. Best Score and Music. Now, Ratchet & Clank is not featured here. However, we do have somebody that is here. Best Score and Music. For outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, or licensed soundtrack. Ooh. So we have Artful Escape, which I have seen a little bit of gameplay of it through like a trailer announcing its launch. Cyberpunk. Oh, you poor broken mess. Oh, Cyberpunk. CD Projekt Red, you guys really should have delayed that game till at least the summer this year. Because even whenever they announced that it had gone gold, they still delayed it to December last year, and it still sucked ass. But at least they've been releasing updates and all that stuff. Oh, but guess what? The next gen version of the game isn't coming out until next year. And then it's going to get delayed again because that is the nature of game development now. Anyway, so Cyberpunk, maybe, because it has that unique sci-fi, or not sci-fi, like that futuristic feel. Deathloop, probably, because, like I said before, but in terms of music, it's the same thing, that 1960s jazzy music. Guardians of the Galaxy. Sticking to the guns in terms of what they're known for. The movies had a stellar taste in music. No pun intended. Yeah. And please note, the only game I played on this list is actually Cyberpunk. Yes, I own that game. I don't have it on PS5 right now. but I have played it before. It's the music is good, really good actually, but everything else is just. I haven't played Nier Replicant, but if I had to guess, it's probably really good music. But I'm gonna give this to Guardians of the Galaxy, not because I like Guardians of the Galaxy, but just because of the fact that the music, it goes so well with it, because it's literally the same kind of music you would expect from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Hopefully including the third one that's currently in production. Anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy, there we go. If you hear a that's an Amber Alert. Yeah. Anyway. Best audio design, there we go. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Let's see, Deathloop. The guns feel punchy and, you know, it, like, everything about the sound design in this, from what I've seen, is good. Forza Horizon 5. The cars sound exactly like they should because of the recording equipment that they used being used in a particular way to record all the sounds of a car. So, obviously, this is probably going to win. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Also a good thing. The weapons sound punchy with every single kind of gun, from the burst pistol to the Enforcer, even the Rhino, like the Rhino 8 gun that you can get after getting all the spy bots. Pardon that. It'll make this really cool, and it shoots like this purple blast into the air, and it brings a portal in the sky, and then these objects fall out of the portal, or portals whenever you've upgraded it all the way. And like, they have this really cool sound from when the objects explode, because they're like, Resident Evil Village, I assume it's realistic because you use real guns. Returnal. I'd imagine this is going to have a really good chance of winning because, I mean, I haven't played Returnal, but I bet the guns probably sound good. But I'm going to give this to Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. And it's not just the guns that sound good. Everything sounds good. Like in terms of the sound effects and everything. So, again, probably a little biased, seeing as how, like, I'm a huge Ratchet and Clank fan. I've been a huge Ratchet and Clank fan since I was in daycare. Because, I'm going to talk about that in a moment, actually. So, Rift Apart, there we go. Next category. Best Performance. Awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and or performance capture. We have Erica Mori as Alex Chen from Life is Strange True Colors. Giancarlo Esposito as Anton Castillo from Far Cry 6. Jason Kelly as Colt Vaughn from Deathloop. What I really like is that, and this is kind of unrelated, but it still does have to do with Jason. On the day that Deathloop launched, he congratulated the dev team for a good launch and celebrated the launch by telling the people who got the game to have fun. But at the end of the video, he says that he wishes he had a PS5 to play it, noting that it's really hard to get it. And I will never forget how happy I was when I saw this news. But I kid you not, Arcane Studios and Bethesda, they bought him a PS5 after hearing about that. If that isn't showing kindness out of your heart, I don't know what is. But anyway, our next contestant is Maggie Robertson, otherwise known as Lady Dimitrescu, from Resident Evil Village. And then we have another Deathlooper. Ozioma Akag... I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. As Juliana Blake. She's actually your rival in that game, by the way. But all these are really, really good. And this is coming from someone who has never played a Resident Evil game before. But I'm probably going to have to go with Maggie, just because of how insanely popular Lady Dimitrescu is. Yes, for real. And I'm not saying that these other characters are bad, or other people are bad. It's just, you have to think about the popularity, you know? But I wish all these performers the best. So, Maggie. There we go. Next. Games for Impact. Here we go. Before Your Eyes. Boyfriend Dungeon. Chicory, A Colorful Tale. Life is Strange 2 Colors, and No Longer Home. I'm going to give this one to Life is Strange True Colors. Because of the way that it explores emotions. Because it's called True Colors because the character can sense the emotions of someone. And I think it's supposed to be like an aura that they see from that character. And I like how they do that because it's a colorful representation of how someone is feeling. You know, like red means rage or anger or something like that. So, and this is also just because of the fact that I've heard really good things about Life is Strange True Colors. So, there we go. May the best game win. Best ongoing game. Oh, yeah. There we are. Best ongoing game. Awarded to a game for outstanding development on ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. I remember a few years ago that GTA Online was actually nominated for it. It went to Fortnite and I got pissed off. For whatever reason. I guess I was just still in that phase of, oh, I hate Fortnite just because it's popular. Nowadays, I love Fortnite. Even though I really only play like the creative and the Battle Lab stuff. I don't play the Battle Royale stuff. But I like Fortnite. I don't know what I was talking about back then. I guess I was just stupid. Anyway, speaking of the ongoing games, Apex Legends, Final Fantasy XIV Online. Because that hasn't been talked about enough already. Fortnite, probably gonna win. Genshin Impact, also probably gonna win. Call of Duty Warzone, probably not gonna win on account of the hackers situation. You know what? I'm gonna go with Fortnite on this. It's tried and true. Anyway, next category. Best Indie. 12 Minutes, Death's Door, Inscription, which came out recently, Kena, Bridge of Spirits, and Loop Hero. I'm gonna give this to Kena, Bridge of Spirits. Oh, nice. Next category, Best Mobile Game. Fantasian, Genshin Impact, League of Legends Wild Rift, really cool name by the way, Marvel Future Revolution, and Pokemon Unite. I'm going to give this to Genshin Impact because out of all these, I've heard the most about Genshin Impact. So, there we go. I'm not saying these other things are bad, it's just I'm judging by what I feel like would probably be the most popular option that a lot of people focus on. Best Community Support. Oh, jolly boy. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. Apex Legends. Destiny 2. Final Fantasy XIV Online. Fortnite. No Man's Sky. Once again, I'm going to have to go with Fortnite for one reason in particular. So, one thing I've noticed is that Epic Games and Fortnite, what they will do is that if there is an important event that has happened, or something that has happened recently, they will do something regarding that For example, I think there was something from Martin Luther King, and it was about I think it was like an equality thing or something like that. I don't remember what it was because I didn't play it, but I heard about it. But the video clips I've seen of that is that people weren't running around like little weirdos. They were looking at everything, taking it all in. And then we have more recently, and on a more tragic note, the recent Astro World event that took, I believe, 10 or 11 lives now. And I know this is to a lesser extent, but what happened was, Epic Games decided to take an emote out of the game regarding Travis Scott. Now, would I have preferred them to remove everything regarding Travis Scott in sort of like, I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that would I have preferred them to remove the Travis Scott things, like the skin and everything? Maybe. Because the thing is, the whole event was kind of his fault, because he failed to realize the gravity of the situation, and he didn't do anything to help. So, I feel like that probably would have been the best thing to do, but even just removing an emote it's alright. I think Destiny, I don't know. But again, Fortnite. So, yeah. Next category. Innovation and accessibility. Far Cry 6. I don't know what they did. Forza Horizon 5. I don't know. I think what it is just accessibility features for people who may not have like the same kind of abilities as other people, like maybe someone who's disabled or something like that. So I think that's what it is, because I know that Ratchet and Clank Ripped Apart here has that, where they have like this color blindness thing where I don't know, it's something that they did. I forgot what it was. I'm gonna go with Ripped Apart because I don't know. Best VR/AR game. Speaking of VR, I have reason to suspect that I may be able to get the Meta Quest 2. I was about to say Oculus, but ever since Facebook's parent company changed their name to Meta, it is becoming Meta Quest 2, but even still. I was gonna say, I might be able to get the Quest 2 along with some other things before January, but that's only if I have enough money to get all the things necessary, because not only am I getting the 256 gig one, I am also going to get the Elite strap that has the built-in battery pack. I saw one over at Target yesterday. And I'm also going to get the carrying case in the occasion that I go somewhere and bring it with me, so that way I'll have it. But the games are Hitman 3, I Expect You to Die too. You expect me to die to what? Septic shock? I don't know. Lone Echo 2. I've heard really good things about that game. It's really cool looking. Resi 4. That came out recently. Sniper Elite VR. You know what? I'm gonna go with Resi 4. Because, I mean, Resident Evil is already an iconic franchise, so why not? Alright, next. Best action game. Alright. I think without a doubt, we're gonna go with Deathloop. Because all these other options are good. Returnal's good, Far Cry 6 is good, Chivalry 2, I haven't heard too much about it, but I assume it's really good. And then finally, Back 4 Blood, bringing back the Left 4 Dead style gameplay that people are so used to, or love so much, I guess. But I'm going to stick with Deathloop because of the way it, changes up the gameplay. Best action and adventure game. Oh, shit. Wow. Okay. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, has a really big chance of winning just because Metroid, again, is an iconic franchise. And obviously, people have been talking non-stop about how good the game is. And I'm not saying that I'm knocking them for it, because they have every right to say that. It's amazing looking. Even if I don't have it yet, but I might get it next year. Psychonauts 2. I think it's just more of the same gameplay. They might have some new things. Rift Apart and Resi Village. You know what? I know that Metroid Dread brings back and even mixes up the gameplay of the Metroid 2D formula, but I'm going to go with Rift Apart, and I'll tell you a few reasons why. The Phantom Dash ability allows you to briefly blink out of existence, or not blink, but you'll basically have invulnerability frames from enemy attacks, and you'll be able to slip through enemies, and even through walls if you're exploring. There'll be these hologram walls that when you get close to them will have this red color to them saying, you can't pass through here, but if you do a Phantom Dash, you could dash through that. And not only that, but you also have the pocket dimensions that you could go into, and there's these really various puzzles that you could do, and whenever you get past all that, you get a really good reward out of it. And not only that, but there's also the open areas that you can go to, like Sargasso and Urfda, I think is what it is. It's that one planet. No, it's Savali. That's what the planet is. Urfda, I think, is just the place that you're going to on Savali. But, yeah, these are all really good. You know what, though? I think I'm gonna go with, Metroid Dread. And it's for the simple reason of it's harkening back to the Metroid gameplay that people know and love, but it has some new things as well, like the Phantom Cloak and all that other stuff. So while I do think Rift Apart also has a good chance of winning, I think Metroid Dread, I almost said Metroid Prime, Metroid Dread has a really good chance. So, yeah. Anyway, best role-playing game. Oh, goodness. Best role-playing game. For the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Oh boy! Let's see. Broken Promises 2077, even though it's slowly getting better with every single update. Game made by same people who haven't made a new Mega Man game in quite some time. Generic anime game with red colors. Long-awaited sequel that everyone's been clamoring about. And don't know much about this. I'm gonna go with Shin Megami Tensei 5. Best fighting game. This needs no introduction. It's Nickelodeon meets Super Smash Bros. If it wasn't Nintendo. Although these... Okay, I have never heard of this game before. I have heard of this. I have heard of this. And this is a re-release of another game, but it's really good from what I've heard. This has a really big chance of winning, though. Best family game. Should I really guess? Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. Again, needs no introduction. Okay, best sim/strategy. Age of Empires 4, Evil Genius 2, World Domination, Humankind, Inscription, and Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm going to go with Sega. I'm not saying these are bad, it's just, I don't know. I just felt like Humankind needed some love. Also, yay, another badge. Alright, best sports racing game. I think I know who's going to win this, but just for the hell of it. For the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game, F1 2021, FIFA 22. I'm not going to vote for this, and neither should you. It's made by EA, and EA apparently likes NFTs so much they want to marry it. Forza Horizon 5, the opposite of an NFT, as in frickin' yeah. Hot Wheels Unleashed, I've heard really good things about this game. And Riders of Republic, which came out recently, and it's really cool. I'm going to go with Forza. And this is coming from someone who doesn't play Forza very much, but it's really good from what I've seen. In fact, IGN even gave it a 10 out of 10, which is unheard of. But hey, whatever. Best multiplayer game. I don't know. Let's see, Back 4 Blood, Knockout City. I haven't heard too much about that game. It's actually a free game right now on Plus, if you're a PlayStation Plus member. It Takes Two. I haven't heard too much about that. Monster Hunter Rise has a very big chance of winning. New World. On one hand, I've heard good things about it. On the other hand, I've heard not so good things about it. Valheim, though, I've heard really good things about it. Wait, Coffee Stain? Wait a minute. Coffee Stain. Hold on, wait, what? They're this. What? I had no idea they're the same people that made this. And this. And this. Pretty much everything that you're seeing here. What? Dude. And I've heard amazing things about Valheim since it first came out. So you know what? I'm going to give this to Valheim. And I've never played Valheim before, but I've, again, heard very good things about it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Content Creator of the Year for a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2021. Let's see. Don't know you, don't know you, don't know you, don't know you. You cheated a whole bunch. But you're the only decent option, seeing as how everyone and their mom's gonna vote for you. Sure, fuck it. Please note, I do not care for Dream at all. I'm not saying I hate them, I just don't care much for them at all in terms of their content. Plus, again, they cheated on speedruns. They recently, like a while back, they literally said, yeah, I cheated, sorry. Artful Escape. Oh, best debut indie. For the best debut indie created by a new independent studio. Now, technically, Ember Lab isn't a new studio, per se. It's just, this is their first game. Because before Kena, they've made animations and I think short movies and stuff. But I think Kena has a really good chance. Although Sable, I've heard good things and a lot of good things. I don't know about this, though. I'm going to give Kena the win. Alright, next category. Most anticipated game. Recognizing an announced game that is demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. Elden Ring, most likely gonna win. God of War Ragnarok, definitely gonna win. Horizon Forbidden West, also definitely gonna win. The sequels to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, that is a mouthful. Starfield. You motherfuckers are keeping that PC and Xbox only, how dare you? I'm gonna get this. Yeah, that's right. I voted for this, not those. Let me explain. How often does the internet continue to clamor for something even after something has been announced? And they keep talking about it every single day. Like, anytime there's Zelda stuff that isn't, like, even if it's just Nintendo saying, hey, did you guys know that Link likes cats? People are like, when's the game coming out? Best esports game, oh Jesus. Call of Duty. Fuck you, Activision. I bet people are probably just going to choose this for the memes. Dota 2, I don't know. League of Legends and Valorant. Oh, man. Choices. I'm not voting for you. Or you. Actually, you know what? This. Valorant. Okay. Best esports athlete. Now see, here's the thing. I don't pay attention to esports at all. I do see stories about it. Like, news articles from gaming journalists about it. But I do not care whatsoever for esports. I'm not saying I hate esports. I just don't care for it. I'm okay with it, but I'm just not personally interested in esports. I understand it's an important part of gaming society, but I don't know. But yeah. Also, the term athlete is kind of a weird thing to call them. It's not like they're running around a track. The esports athlete judged to be the most outstanding in performance and conduct. Probably this guy because of FurPlayz. Best esports team. Again, don't care. Probably gonna be FurPlayz. Even though they bought into that crypto shit. Oh my god. Esports coach. Why with the esports? I'm only voting for FurPlayz because I know it's probably going to win. Esports have been... Come on! Fine. Valorant. Oh. That's it. Okay. News. Wait, what? Anyway, when I go to my profile, oh, right, so, I'm not an official co-streamer. I'm just someone who is reacting to it, so I'm not an actual co-streamer, because I would have to apply for that. But, I think I'm happy with the badges I've gotten, alright? So, that's good. That's good. I like it. So, yeah. that was, that. But, we're not stopping. As I said, there have been talks about wait, what? So basically they're upset that this game isn't a GOTY contender. Whatever. You're a joke. Not you guys. This. Wait, what does this even say? Let me guess. It's gonna be. Oh, well, it's rigged. It's not fucking rigged. Seriously. It's not rigged. If it was rigged, then, like, seriously, if it was rigged, then, like, for one, there's a voting jury, but there's also public voting that helps with the jury, so that way they could sort of, like, help see what people like the most, you know. But I was gonna say, no, they're not a joke. Right, here it says 40 to 50 games. So, this is gonna be a big night. But, yeah. Now, we're gonna go to Google Earth. But first, we're gonna check out what London CEO's doing. Because we can. Plus, I really like them, alright? They're cool. Oh yeah, by the way, today is the 1-year anniversary that the PS5 came out worldwide. Because first it came out in select territories around the world on November 12th. And I ordered mine that day, so I didn't get it until the 15th of December, so the 15th... Why do they keep saying December? November! I didn't get mine till November 15th, not December 15th. I don't want to wait a whole year for a friggin' month. I feel like my brain's just dying right now. I guess it's just the overall excitement that I'm feeling from the Game Awards. Again, I'm really excited for it. But I think it's also just, I don't know. Sometimes my brain just does stupid shit. Anyway, what I was gonna say is that, I ordered my PS5 November 12th. And I didn't get it until, November 15th. So, this Monday, like this past Monday on the 15th, was the 1-year anniversary of me having the PS5. Anyway, we're actually going to go to Google Earth because I want I've always wondered, what does the Microsoft Theater look like? I bet it looks really cool. Like, really, really, really cool. And I'm not even lying. Okay. Microsoft Theater. There we go. Yeah, there it is. I think that's really cool how... What? Wait a minute. No way. I think this is what the fan mod in GTA 5 is based on. Because there's a fan mod called the Mile High Club. And the story behind that is that in the actual story mode and online, there's an unfinished building that has not been completed as of yet. So a team of modders thought, hey, what if we finish the building ourselves and make it a fully interactive experience? There you go. And actually, oh, sweet, wait. There's photospheres in here? Yo, what? Dude, you know what? This looks like a PlayStation Home public space. Like, it really does. Oh. Then we have this. I forgot to mention... I didn't forget to mention, but I almost forgot. For the next couple of years, this place isn't going to be called Staples Center anymore. It's going to be called Crypto.com Center. Because cryptocurrency is the future, kiddies. No, it's fucking not. Yeah, so, I, out of disrespect for Crypto.com, am still gonna call this Staples Center. Why? Because why the fuck did that even happen? Seriously, like, why? These crypto billionaires think, oh, I'm so rich with my imaginary encrypted money, I'm gonna buy this and give it a new name for a couple of years. No, you're not. But anyway, yeah, this is the Microsoft Arena. I will admit, this looks amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. And I like how I see cranes over there, kind of like I can see cranes in GTA Online over here. But this over here is what the Mile High Club is supposedly based on. In fact, if I go to the GTA Wiki, shut the fuck up, phone. Look, the Dumbfinitive Edition. God fucking damn it, Mamo, stop. Hooray, it's gonna be clogging up my thing. I just got a text from my mama and it was like a link to something. It's like this jib jab thing. I haven't watched them, but it's so annoying because like I won't watch them at all because they just look stupid. And I just know that whenever I go to her house next week, she's gonna be like, have you been watching those videos that I've been sending you? No. Why not? I'm pretty sure you probably had plenty of time. Because I just think they look kind of stupid. And she's probably going to have her feelings hurt, like, I want you to watch them. They're really nice. Personally, I'm not interested in that stuff, so stop. But anyway, yeah, so, Rockstar made an announcement about this. And unfortunately, they also mentioned something that I was hoping wouldn't be the case. And it is that apparently some idiots on the internet thought it was a good idea to harass the developers of the game, even though it was in a horribly rushed state. You know, threatening them, stuff like that. I do not condone that whatsoever. I do not, under any circumstances, condone threatening or otherwise harassing developers. The only exception is if the developers are known to be extremely scummy, like people who are just cruel, mean-hearted, all that stuff. But if they are just developers doing their job, do not do that whatsoever. Because it makes you look like a fool, but it also makes them not have the motivation of, making games anymore. But anyway, what I was going to look up is, the Mile High Club. So, the Mile High Club is this building right here, which is what, okay, so, this building right here it doesn't do the thing. But yeah, so basically, this right here is what the building is. It is based on the J.W. Marriott and Ritz-Carlton hotel building that is part of the LA Live area, which was under construction from 2007 to 2010. Yeah, about that. You know what? Hey, I just now thought of something. If Rockstar could, make a new casino for the game after like 6 years, who's to say that the upcoming update, okay, so, what I'm thinking is that, right. What I'm thinking is, if Rockstar actually does make a Mile High Club update, what I think would be kind of funny is if it falls in line with what Rockstar said about the upcoming update this coming December, having returning characters, familiar friends, and all that stuff, and an expansion to someone's legit business. What I'm thinking is there have been subtle hints at it being nightclub related through game files found in the Tuners update that we got back in July. And basically, it is that, okay, so hear me out, alright? So, for one, in the game files, there's variations of the nightclub interiors, like the nightclub that you have in the game as a business for the After Hours update. But what I'm thinking is it could be related to the Mile High Club, because if you think about it like this. what if a nightclub that you're going to, that you have to do a mission for, turns out to be one that you actually own? Would it disable the parameters that you would normally do to go inside your own nightclub? Or would it be like you're doing this in a mission so it ignores all that? Because that'd be cool. But another thing is that when you really think about it, it says that it's a new and exciting complex. And there's no date as to when it'll be constructed. But what I'm thinking is that Rockstar, if they actually do end up finishing the Mile High Club, they could do sort of what they did with the casino on both the original Casino DLC and the Cayo Perico Heist DLC, where they will have construction equipment at the casino, or in the Cayo Perico Heist case, it was construction equipment outside the door that would end up leading to the nightclub in the casino. But they could do that very same thing at the Mile High Club, where it's an increased presence of construction equipment and NPCs making stuff, maybe changes to the building, stuff like that. I think that would be cool. Now, granted, at the same time, I don't know if that would ever be the case, because, again, we have missions and all that stuff. But at the same time, what Rockstar has been doing lately is that they've been rotating and removing things in the game, like jobs and stuff, and they've even removed missions. But what they could do is, anyway. So there's the Alta construction site. I love this. STD contractors. And then this is what I love about Rockstar, is that they always have some witty humor. It's like Earthbound in its humor, but it's more adult. Anyway, right. So this is what I mean. So basically, what I think Rockstar could do is, since there's technically four construction sites in GTA 5 and online, So we have the Mile High Club, which has been joked about by players in GTA Online, saying, oh, that's never going to get finished. But people also said that about the casino, saying that, oh, it's probably never going to be opened. Because what would they do about countries that don't allow gambling? Well, they did stuff for that. Like, you could still, do the missions for the casino. You could still do the story missions. However, you couldn't gamble in there unless you're in a territory that does allow that. But what I was thinking is that there's the construction site in Alta. But what's interesting is that doesn't have a cutting torch. What I was thinking is if Rockstar ends up making the nightclub, or like the next DLC, the Mile High Club, and the name alone for that sounds a lot like a nightclub, and even the sign that you would see from the actual construction site, basically what I'm thinking is that I think that what Rockstar could do if they ever make the Mile High Club actually exist, being there for actual use instead of just being a never-ending construction site, what they could do is that they could move the cutting torch mission from the Mile High Club's location and put it to the construction site here in Alta that would normally not have that. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, so here's what I think they could do. They could have a updated version of this sign, outside over here, and some of the building would appear done, and that'd be for week 1 of waiting for the DLC. Next week. Week 2 would be even more construction stuff, like some of the sides of the building looking done. And then week 3, not week 3, I don't know. Okay, so what I mean is that, next Thursday they could begin that. Thursday after that, they would continue that. And then the day after that, they could formally announce the DLC. Wait, no. Okay, here's what I'm actually thinking. December 14th is when the DLC is most likely coming out. It makes a lot of sense. What they could do is, starting next week, they could have subtle hints to that DLC with what's happening next. Because they've done this plenty of times with the GTA Online as of late. For example, we have the original casino DLC, where, again, construction equipment outside the original casino. Then the casino heist was whenever players started getting texts from Ching Family Holdings saying that they would like to take revenge on what happened at the casino following the story events that happened there. And if you go to the casino's actual website, there actually is a Diamond Casino website, it would appear hacked, like by Lester. And that also incorporates itself into the actual game in the DLC that would be coming up at that point, the Diamond Casino heist. Then we have the Los Santos Summer Special leading into the Cayo Perico heist. Before the Cayo Perico heist was even announced, there was a dead body that washed up on the shores of San Andreas. Each day would appear in a different location, but there would be nothing special about it. It's just a dead body, but it would pose itself as a teaser for the next update, which would later be announced as the Cayo Perico heist. So then, the following week, there would be construction that would be seen outside the casino on the side of the building itself where the entrance to the nightclub would be. And you would even get a text occasionally by Tom Connors saying, "Dear guest, we would like to apologize for the noise, but we'll try and keep noise levels low and champagne high," or something like that. And then finally the Cayo Perico heist came out. Now the next DLC that came after that was more like I don't know if there was any teasers for it per se. I don't think. Actually, I think there might be. And I'll explain my reasoning as to why I think so. So, in the Cayo Perico heist, there's a mission for Moody Man where you have to do a few things for him. And as it turns out, he really likes his car, the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire. And there's also the Grotti RSX. Oh, right, here it is. Moody Man. So, he makes an appearance in the Cayo Perico heist, and then in the subsequent update, the Tuners DLC. But, here's what I think. So, he first appears in this update, and what happens is that, basically, you have to collect his merchandise and then collect him and get the car that he had rented. And during that mission where you collect the car, he mentions that he likes his own car and stuff like that. Now, call me crazy, but I think that that's probably a subtle hint towards the Tuners DLC. Which, by the way, I have no problem with him being in the DLC, even though he says motherfucker a lot. But, yeah, as you can see.
See, when I first came out here, I saw a town full of tight jean-wearing motherfuckers chasing each other with rockets. And I thought, y'all leaving money all on the motherfucking table for me to take? Well, that's exactly what the fuck I'm about to do. Take that shit.
Chasing each other with rockets. Oh boy, I wonder what that's a reference to. I love that, by the way. The reference. The joke. The joke. The joke. It's a perfect joke, okay? Let me explain. The whole chasing each other with rockets is literally a reference to the flying bike of doom. You know, the, depressor ingate. I don't know. Okay, so I know that Rockstar, a few months in advance of the Tuners update, they had announced that their next big update was going to be, car culture. And you would even see that in the screenshot they showed of what would turn out to be the Calico GTF. Oh my god, I just now realized something. Okay, so, in the Cayo Perico Heist DLC, Miguel would occasionally he would call himself Madrazo 2.0. It took me a second to realize this. Madra 2.0. Madrazo 2.0. That is such a clever name. Like, a clever license plate. And yes, Lamar's car is also here. An unknown owner's Winky. 420 Y2K 35. I love that. And of course, Brucey's Banshee being da bitch. Also, I think this is really cool. Okay. Mimi. Yep. trying to find it. But, basically, Rockstar had said that, Sorry for being silent. Just looking at stuff because I'm trying to find I'm trying to find I'm trying to find where there was a teaser, but from what I remember, Rockstar did say something about if you listen closely in Cypress Flats, you might hear like engines revving or something like that. However, whenever I checked, I didn't hear that. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, oh, okay. Okay, so what I think they meant is that if someone who was driving a vehicle at that point before the DLC came out, like when it was getting close to when the DLC came out, they would have probably heard that, and that's what they meant from that news wire, which is really cool actually when you think about it. Um, that announcement? Where is it? Nope. Because there should be an image that I would see. Ooh, a night shark. I have one of those. Wait. I have an idea. My God. This car is like so customizable. Come on, where is it? That's awesome. Red triangle. Oh boy. Alright. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is that Rockstar did kind of tease that the DLC was, in fact, a car DLC. You just had to go over there. I don't know. Anyway, so what I was trying to say about that is they could do something similar in terms of a tease as to what the next DLC would be in GT Online. Because think of it like this. I had this open a moment ago. Okay, so I'd like to think of it like this. The next event week next week would be for Cayo Perico. And then the week after that is, the event week after that, they'd probably be doing a teaser. Then December 9th. What I think could happen December 9th because of the Game Awards is that Rockstar would probably announce something there. Because of the fact that, they're going to be one of the people helping out with all this. But then, December 14th, I believe, is when we'll be getting the update. It makes the most amount of sense, because it was actually the same exact day last year, so it'd be kind of funny if, on the 1-year anniversary of Cayo Perico, we get, that. Anyway, Anyway, with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, then like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, by the way. I'm not trying to force you to do any of that stuff. It's just if you would like to, but it's entirely up to you. But anyway, see you later. Night.